When I get flashbacks of Nam, I think of the banh mi and iced coffee that's ubiquitous on the streets of Hanoi. But the city also has a few sports venues that we can check out. So here are the stadiums and arenas of Hanoi, Vietnam. Hang Day Stadium. Hang Day is not a reference to some horrible day of mass execution. It is simply the name of the area in which it's located. Of course, they don't hang people anymore in Vietnam. They opt for the less dramatic lethal injection. Anyway, enough morbid talk. This ground opened way back in 1934 during the French colonial days, but this specific iteration was completed in 1958. That's when it became a proper football stadium. Although there is a running track, so some would say that it's still not a football stadium. However, the steeply stacked double-decker stands counteract that a little bit. For a while it was home to all four of the city's biggest football clubs, but it has been reduced to two, because the other two no longer exist. Speaking of the French, a new $250 million Hang Day Stadium was said to be built by a French company, but this project has faced a lot of issues and hasn't come close to fruition yet. This one will have to do for now. Ngua Sports Palace was built on the site of what was an equestrian venue back in the day. The name refers to that history. It means, horse pants? Something like that? Hang on, I've got to double check that. Horse pants. Yep, horse pants. Perhaps it has an alternate meaning. This particular venue was built to host the 2003 Southeast Asian Games. In 2021, Hanoi again hosted the event, and this place hosted the gymnastics once more. To be clear, human gymnastics. Horse gymnastics isn't so popular here. Or anywhere for that matter. It's an interesting little venue. Dinh Stadium. Unsurprisingly, this too was built to host the Southeast Asian Games. Hence the cauldron that you'll see in approximately 1 second. It now acts as the primary home of the Vietnam national football team and the Cong Vietel. Cong Vietel. I'm getting more flashbacks. It was also said to be the home of Hanoi FC, but due to the disparity of their average crowd size and the over 40,000 capacity of this place, they decided against it. It is the second largest stadium in the country, yet it cost just $53 million to build, which shows you how cheap things are in Vietnam. Having said that, perhaps you get what you pay for, as the condition of this stadium has deteriorated in recent years. But it is still the best equipped stadium in Hanoi. Oh, can you see the sky in the backdrop? Yeah, this is what it looks like when the forecast calls for sunny weather. It is a very polluted city. A lot of people just burn their rubbish on the side of the road. I'll give a quick mention to Hanoi Circuit next door, which is a street circuit that was set to host the Formula 1 Vietnam Grand Prix in 2020. But that was postponed due to the pandemic, and subsequently cancelled indefinitely. Vietnam is still yet to host an F1 Grand Prix. Hanoi Indoor Games Gymnasium. This building was constructed as part of the 1000th anniversary of the founding of Hanoi. Of course, it wasn't known as Hanoi back then. It started out as a small settlement called Vin Home's Premium Green Park Signature Plus. The design is somewhat unusual in that there is just a one stand in here, but it's a big enough stand to give this place a capacity of over 3,000. Just enough to be featured in this video. But not enough to spend much time talking about it. Now for some honourable mentions. We have another one stand wonder. This one's called San Van Dong Kun Hong Mai Stadium. There's also Hanoi University of Science and Technology Stadium. And San Bong DH Su Pham Stadium. Geez, these names are getting long. No. San Van Dong Hoc An Nin Nan Dan Stadium. That name's longer than the line for, it's probably best to think of the punchline before you start speaking. So there you have it. not so many venues for a city of this size. My favourite lot would have to be my Dinh, despite its condition. Should I follow this up with Saigon? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, have a good one.